What's Cooking program, nationwide, coast to coast, America's food, wine, restaurant, and travel program. Michael Horn, Paul Stern. Well, you know, we travel to a lot of events, and we'll be broadcast. We didn't mention that this weekend to kind of give you the flavor of the 16th Annual Music Festival for Mental Health at the Staglin Family Vineyard. You know, we drive the equipment up there, but it is worth it to go up there to raise awareness for this, Paul Stern. I know you're looking forward to this as well.
Definitely. This is, again, as we mentioned, one of the kind of, you know, if you could attend, I guess, any one event, if you were just to pick and choose, this kind of is the event that a lot of people that are into wine really look forward to.
All the money tax deductible. It all goes, as we mentioned. I don't want to pass over these websites.
You can't do that.
Music-festival.org. M-U-S-I-C, music-festival, festival.org. Or go to StaglinFamily.com, S-T-A-G-L-I-N, StaglinFamily, Family.com. And the phone number there, if you want to go to the free part of this, it's open to the public. You just register and find out about the mental health and the advances that's been going on in this area. You call 707-963-3994, 707-963-3994. Now, in some news here today, apparently, you know, they had this outbreak linked to a rare strain of E. coli in ground beef that happened earlier this year. 3 people apparently in Maine and New York became ill this summer after eating ground beef that was traced back to a Cargill, C-A-R-G-I-L-L, Cargill plant in Pennsylvania. The Cargill Meat Solutions, a subsidiary of Minneapolis-based Cargill Incorporated, and there was about 8,500 pounds of ground beef that was recalled on Saturday of ground beef, and so rather that had been earlier this summer. So on Saturday, regulators have been warning consumers to throw out the frozen meat purchased at the BJ's wholesale clubs in 8 eastern states. Again, that's the BJ's wholesale clubs in 8 eastern states. The ground beef had a July 1st use by or freeze by date. And that's a July 1st use by or freeze by date, and that's from the Cargill, C-A-R-G-I-L. This is mainly in 8 eastern states. It came from the BJ's wholesale clubs. And the Undersecretary of Food Safety at the U.S. Department of Agriculture says this is now signal interest in expanding federal oversight of meat beyond the most prevalent strain of E. coli. So they want to start preventing illnesses. They're going to start looking at this meat a little further, and I think that's important.
Indeed. I've been to supermarkets, and I've kind of noticed, I've become ever more conscious of the expiration date on things, especially like meat and poultry, like beef and poultry. And I've almost become a little bit suspicious of often they'll put something out at a reduced price called the manager's special. Have you ever noticed that? And if you look at the color of the beef itself, I mean, I'm not like a butcher, so I don't really know per se, but I've noticed that sometimes the beef will actually take on an appearance gray in color. That can't be good.
Well, I always like to have the nice color on the beef. That's definitely one thing to look for. But again, this information, again, is at the Cargill company, the Cargill Meat Solutions Company, and they're out of Pennsylvania. And the meat was purchased at BJ's wholesale clubs in 8 eastern states. The ground beef had a July 1st use by or freeze by date. We mentioned that because a lot of people like myself buy it fresh and then freeze it so that you can use it later on in the summer. Double check that.
I actually did that over the weekend, taking advantage of a ribeye steak deal that was going on at my local supermarket.
Yeah.
Ended up with my club card getting like $50 worth of steak for like $16.
Isn't that amazing? It's absolutely unbelievable. It's like 50% off at some of these places.
What would be amazing if somebody paid that $50 for the $16 worth of steaks? That's what would be amazing. Think about it.
Paul? I might have gone a day before the sale.
Oh, boy. That's not good.
What if you could take back beef? Anyway, that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. All the links will be at our website at crntalk.com. For Jack Roberts, Eric Hines, Paul Stern, I'm Michael Horn saying thanks so much for joining us. Check out the website at crntalk.com and eat well, everybody.